Shakur Stevenson, the greatest fighter I've ever seen. Beautiful style,
Yes.
great technique, has the punching power, has the chin.
Shakur Stevenson, the greatest fighter I have ever seen. Man, that's high praise coming from Oscar DeLa Hoya, a person that is not Shakur Stevenson promoter or has any ties with Shakur Stevenson. If anything, Oscar DeLa Hoya is one of Shakur Stevenson's biggest critics. However, he told Shannon Sharp that he believes Shakur is the greatest fighter he have ever seen. That even took Shakur Stevenson by surprise. Shakur reacted by saying, "That's big." Especially coming from Oscar DeLa Hoya, one of the GOATs, a legend that fought everyone. He wasn't scared to lose like Canelo Alvarez. He put his cojones on the line every single time. Win, lose, or draw, you gotta respect Oscar DeLa Hoya because he fought everyone, which that's what the game is all about, the best fighting the best in order to truly find out who the best is. Shakur, on the other hand, you can hate him or love him, but you gotta respect the fact that he calls out everyone to fight. He truly wants to fight everyone, since he believes he's the best fighter in the world. Believing is one thing, but it's all about that action. And Shakur Stevenson is a free smoke fighter. He's about that action, which I believe that's why Oscar DeLa Hoya respects Shakur. Especially now that Turkey is putting pressure on Oscar DeLa Hoya to have his fighter William Zabata fight Shakur. All of a sudden, Oscar DeLa Hoya tone changed. Now he's leaking the truth about how he truly feels about Shakur Stevenson. It ain't no longer the silly talk of Shakur Stevenson can't sell, even though ironically Shakur sells 10 times more than William Zabata. And that's a fact. And when I say 10 times, I'm being generous. It's probably like 20 times. That's how much Shakur is a bigger star than William Zabata. Either way, now that Turkey's putting pressure on Oscar DeLa Hoya to make Virgil versus Crawford and William Zabata versus Shakur on the same card, Mexico versus USA, we can't wait. And clearly Oscar DeLa Hoya can't wait to leak the truth. That's why he's saying the things he's saying right now. Since these fights are coming to fruition, I always told you guys, the ring is the truth teller. They can critique these fighters that they don't like, or I should say, they can hate on the fighters on the coincidental list, but when it's time to fight, that's when the truth is gonna come out. For Oscar DeLa Hoya to honestly say he believes Shakur is the greatest fighter he have ever seen, clearly that means Oscar doesn't believe William Zabata can beat Shakur, which makes all of the sense in the world. That's why Oscar DeLa Hoya has been supporting William Zabata to keep ducking Shakur as Shakur mandatory. Pause. I actually watched another clip of Oscar DeLa Hoya talking where he said the problem with Shakur is that he needs to fight more so he can sell more seats.
He needs the confidence to fight. He has to believe in himself to put on a good show and sell seats. That's the problem he's having. He's not selling seats. He's a great fighter. He's demanding all this money and fights are not being made.
Well, ironically, Shakur fought on the same day as Oscar DeLa Hoya fighter William Zabata, and just like I pointed out, Shakur sold way more tickets than William Zabata, and he also did way better ratings. So how do you explain that, Oscar DeLa Hoya? William Zabata, all he do is fight, and he still can't sell tickets. But ironically, Shakur, who doesn't like to fight, sells more tickets and does better ratings and everything. We all know what time it is. Oscar just gave Shakur a backhand compliment. However, it doesn't matter though, because factually speaking, it doesn't make sense for him to say if Shakur want to sell more tickets, he needs to fight more, even though Shakur is selling more than his fighter William Zabata, who fights more. Make it make sense. There's a reason why Shakur gets paid at least $3 million a fight. Meanwhile, William Zabata gets paid less than $1 million to fight. The obvious reason is because Shakur is a bigger star. People want to watch Shakur because of his skills. Meanwhile, William Zabata, they look at him just as another fighter who just throws punches and doesn't have that much skill. He gets hit too much. It's more entertaining to dodge a punch and counter than to get hit and hit your opponent back like a punching bag. That's a fact. When you watch The Matrix, people like The Matrix because he dodges bullets, right? Then he shoots bullets back. Well, we love boxing because it's the art of hit and don't get hit. You dodge the punches just like The Matrix dodges the bullets. That's what makes it entertaining, and that's what Shakur and the fighters on the coincidental list with skills bring to the table. This is the whole absolute truth that old media and the race fans won't admit to. But they sure won't stop watching Shakur, and they support Shakur more than they support William Zepeda, who fight more. Make it make sense. Furthermore, back to the real convo. When Oscar said Shakur is the greatest fighter he ever seen, this is not a situation where Oscar is just feeding the public some BS because he just signed Shakur. Absolutely not. Oscar gave reasons to why he believes Shakur is like that. The greatest fighter of all time. He said he has the defense, the IQ. Oscar even said he has the power. So all of the fans' pillow-fisted talking points, clearly a legendary fighter sees otherwise from his lens. We know what time it is. Now, I don't necessarily agree that Shakur is the greatest fighter I have ever seen, especially not as of late. There are a few things I believe Shakur can improve on. And I do think Bud Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, these guys, in my eyes, are better than Shakur. Only time will tell. But for Oscar De La Hoya to say it, it means a lot. Because Oscar De La Hoya actually been in the ring with some of the greatest fighters of all time. When I say Oscar fought everyone, I'm literally talking about everyone. From Pernell Whitaker, Corte, Trinidad, Floyd, Manny Pacquiao, Sugar Shane Mosley, Hopkins. So for Oscar to say that he believes Shakur is a greater fighter than all those guys he fought, it means a lot. That's truly the highest praise any fighter can receive. Oscar didn't even say Shakur is the best fighter I've seen today. He's pound for pound number one. Nah, Oscar said basically Shakur is pound for pound the greatest fighter of all time that he have ever seen. Therefore, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below on Oscar De La Hoya comments. That even took me by surprise. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.